San Joaquin Valley. It's called the world's richest agricultural valley. More than 300 commercial crops are grown here. A full 25% of the United States agricultural production comes from the 8 counties that comprise the San Joaquin Valley. Grapes are perhaps the valley's highest profile product, but just as important are nuts, vegetables, cotton, and citrus. Cattle and sheep ranching are also important to the valley's economy, and in recent years, dairy farming has greatly expanded in importance. In all, there are almost 10 million acres of farmland in the San Joaquin Valley and over 28,000 farms. The total value of production from those farms exceeds $12 billion a year. The live in the San Joaquin Valley have many faces and all have many dreams, but many of them also share one vision: the pursuit of conservation. Both first-generation Mexican immigrants and well-established Chicanos are populations in the valley. Since World War II, virtually all of the agricultural workers in the region have been of Mexican ancestry. More than 10% of valley residents who list their full-time occupation as farming are Hispanic. One of those is Federico, a grape and plum grower who, like his Hispanic neighbors that farm nearby, uses flood irrigation to water his crops. He'd like to install a drip system to make better use of his water. "If I could get help with my water," he says, "I might see a bigger yield and be with my crop." In nearby Tulare County, Linda Prentice, a member of the Tulare County Resource Conservation District, says having minority representation on her governing board would be good. "We're looking for people who can represent different areas of participation so we can identify people who might not otherwise be recognized," she says. Farmers from the Punjab province of northwest India began immigrating to the San Joaquin Valley around 1910 in places like Bakersfield and Fresno. Today, 20% of the table grapes produced in the Fresno area are grown by Punjabi farmers. Fresno County is also home to California's largest Hmong community. Their farming operation can be seen throughout the area, growing specialty crops that are gaining in popularity with consumers. Tessa Lee says he doesn't usually seek help growing his crops. "We don't ask anyone for help," he says, "because when we do, we are made to feel like we don't know anything." New and limited farmers are encouraged to take advantage of training programs offered by RCDs, like those sponsored by the Sierra Resource Conservation District, also in Fresno County. "We handle grant money for farm equipment demonstrations," says Chairman Terry Sandridge, "to show the Southeast Asian how to use equipment and herbicides correctly." Native Americans are also busy dealing with resource conservation issues on tribal lands in the valley. Soil erosion, clearing hazardous brush, protecting cultural resources are among the challenges they face. Mary Adelzada says improving water quality is a big concern at North Fork Rancheria in Madera County. "An issue that we have," she says, "is protecting the watershed, which includes access to safe drinking water." Her tribal priorities are similar to what Madera County's Chowchilla Red Top Resource Conservation District has been working on for years, says Director Jack Fry. "Our major issues are really the same as North Fork Rancher," Fry says. "We're interested in water wells, drainage, the recharge of our aquifer, and floodwater." African Americans have a thriving farming culture in the valley. But according to Rudy Powell, a raiser in Fresno County, water scarcity is often a challenge. "Sometimes we don't have a full season of rain, and we have to pump water," he says. "But the pump I have is really difficult to flood irrigate with. That's why I wanted to get a drip irrigation system put in." Sarge Green, who manages the Westside Resource Conservation District in Fresno County, says many of his group's clients are producers interested in irrigation water management. "One of our main programs," he says, "is irrigated land improvement and doing outreach to make sure everybody has an opportunity to see the technology that we've developed." Resource conservation districts are local units of government established under state law to protect soil, water, and related natural resources. Districts coordinate assistance from all available sources to develop solutions to resource concerns. Volunteers serve in elected or appointed positions on conservation district governing boards. They work with land managers to promote the use of new technology that improves crop and livestock productivity while practicing environmental stewardship. People are key to conservation district success. Volunteers, whether serving on district boards or participating in a river cleanup, are important because local people offer expertise and personal interest regarding the best ways to take care of their own natural resources. A diverse base of people participating in a resource conservation district can help in several ways. It can increase involvement by underserved audiences that haven't worked with the district before. Community groups can offer input about a district's conservation agenda, which reflects the goals and interests of all producers. Local organizations that represent minorities could recommend and encourage candidates to serve on a district's governing board. The goal of all of this is to protect and conserve natural resources on private lands, now and for generations. The people who live in the San Joaquin Valley have many faces and all have many dreams, but many of them also share one vision: the pursuit of conservation.